Celtics taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Seated next to Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Sixers coming into play. They held their ground in the first two games at their place. Now the test begins as they take the 2-0 lead on the road.
And you know, the first two games held the form, but now the series shifts. So this crowd is going to need to give them everything they can for an advantage. Even though this isn't a must-win, they need to play like it is because you don't want to be down 3-0.
Kyrie across the timeline, just getting started in Game 3. To Hayward. For three. Not that time. He misses. Butler into the front court. Leads a bucket. To Embiid. Short jumper off the mark. Here's Irving into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Sixers with the rebound. Butler to bring it up. Lead is 2. Can't connect from in close.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Kyrie with the rock. No, I missed a short one there. Redick with it. They lead it. 4-point game. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Old school equals high percentage.
Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Horford. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. Redick. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Gets to the basket and scores.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Timeout Boston as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Kyrie lets it go. Kyrie Irving missed his first. That one goes. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college. But the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Sixers control it. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Ooh, I'm not sure if he's part of the Jelly fam or not, but this young player knows how to adjust mid-flight, and he finished that shot with some crazy English.
To Irving. Fires the three. The rebound taken down by the Sixers. And a pass stolen by Boston. Wide open look, won't go.
Look, sometimes it takes a little while to get into the flow of the game. During the next timeout or during the next break in action, take the ball, go shoot it. See the ball go through the net a couple of times.
Joel Embiid, 3 for 4. Good start.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Irving. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Irving can't connect. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Al Horford swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Embiid to Butler. Nice pass to set things up.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Boston with the basketball. Irving to Horford. Butler into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Jimmy Butler, he is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
And scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Trying to cash in, add 2 points to the board.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Simmons with it. It's an 8-point lead. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. He's now 4 for 6.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Nothing going here on that drive. Irving can't connect. Embiid. Nothing going here on that drive. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
That's rebounded by Philadelphia. Redick with it. Up a dozen. To Simmons. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To Irving. Five on the shot clock. To Hayward. Not done yet. Jimmy Butler able to recover with the block. Irving
sent a message on that one, Ed.
You know Kyrie, zero hesitation. Buries it for 3.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Irving misfires. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To Embiid. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Celtics have it. To Irving. Here comes the screen. Sizing up the defense. Driving right to the basket. Short jumper won't go down.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Redick. Over to the right side. Butler. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know what I love about this kid, Ed? His eyes never once wandered to where the defender was. They stayed fixated right on his target, the basket. That's why he's a prolific shooter.
Big kick right there.
To Irving. Lets it fly from long range. Sixers able to clear the rebound. Butler to bring it up. His guys hold a commanding lead. Stuffs it down with authority.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
If you would like to participate in an upcoming event, you can register at our team website for more details.
To Irving.
Hey, watch this screen left. ISO.
To Jaylen Brown. Horford. Irving. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
To Embiid. The drive, right to the basket. Redick to Embiid. Has a chance. God, tough shot. Hand in his face. He makes them pay. Deep three at the buzzer. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stands, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
With that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Celtics have it. Irving to Horford. Irving. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To Embiid. Down to 5 on the 24 to Butler. Has a look. He's looking for that touch. Jimmy Butler. Huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Defense, let's go.
To Redick. And Jimmy Butler Jimmy Butler. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
And Jay, they called the foul.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Irving. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Redick with it. His guys holding the big lead. To Embiid. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Horford. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Embiid. Able to convert inside.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Oh, they called a foul, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Irving. That's rebounded by Embiid.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Irving brings the ball up court. To Horford. Oh, Jaylen Brown above the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Nothing going here on that drive. Embiid, good for two.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Irving. Joel Embiid sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Irving. That no good, off the mark. Philadelphia with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. From the outside, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Irving. Here's Simmons with it up top. He'll run the offense. Oh, Ben Simmons. 4 out of 7.
And that
to Jaylen Brown. Rozier. And knocks it down. And Jay, the system produces once. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Embiid. Scores from the post.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Got it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Rozier into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Calls it a... with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Irving. Short jumper off the mark. Redick to Embiid. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Boston with 4 to shoot. Hayward to Horford. Not that time.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Nothing going here on that drive. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Marcus Morris. Here comes the screen. Hayward. That's out. Last touch by Wilson Chandler. It'll stay Celtic basketball. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
To Embiid. And strokes it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Irving. Can't connect. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better. Deep 3 at the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious. They've taken a commanding lead in this best-of-7 series. 3 games to none. 1 victory left. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.